When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Temple's offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
To the air, it's Moses. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Moses. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
First down, Temple.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the 10. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over USF.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake.
Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Moses. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A little screen to the running back. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. To the air, it's Moses. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Wilson. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Polk. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Owls are in the hurry-up.
1st down, Temple.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mitchell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lost to throw again. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space, it's Mitchell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Number 7.
Temple lining up to punt it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a man, it's Moses. Pulls it in. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's knocked down. They come to the line on 3rd and goal, looking for their first points of the day. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 28 over Georgia Southern. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Quick step and go. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wants to go up top. Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
Penn State, 26, Temple, 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Dropping back, it's Moses. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Wants to fire on second down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Temple lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there.